Hello. Okay, what I want to talk about today is regrets. Do you have any? And if you do, are you just going to let them lie? Or are you going to work through that shit? Because regrets can cause so many problems. They can cause you to feel shame, unworthiness, guilt. The list is endless, really, and down to each individual person and circumstance. However, that being said, there's no need to live with regret. There is always an opportunity to make amends. I'm not saying you can change the past. I'm not saying that you can rectify what you've done or people have said you've done and you haven't. But you can do it in a way that brings you peace. Because ultimately, it's being okay inside. And I know, because I'm speaking from experience, I've done some shit that I wish I hadn't done. I've made some bad decisions, some bad choices. But when I go to bed at night, or just in general, I ask myself, have I said everything I want to say? Have I done everything I want to do? Have I said those I love yous and those apologies that need to be said? And yeah, it's hard to say you're sorry. But hey, no one's perfect. No one. We're only human and we're here to make mistakes. And we're also here to learn. So don't beat yourself up about it. All you can do is move forward, and little step by little step. I'll give you an example of one of mine in a minute, but it can be via text, it can be via email, you can see the person in person, you can write a letter. That's what I did. So, in my scenario, I did something that somebody didn't like, and it had a knock-on effect in the people around me. And this person, or these people in particular, sent me a really not quite nice email. And at the time, it hurt. And at the time, I was really vulnerable. And I ignored it. And I moved on. And it wasn't until I felt better in myself and my emotion had come down, my logic had come up, I saw their perspective. Doesn't mean their perspective's right, by the way. There is no right or wrong, but their perspective is right for them, and that's what's right. And so this email that they'd sent, I thought, I let it lie. I let it lie for 3.5 years. And once I've gone through all my shit, I thought, that's one of the things I want to put to bed. Because I'm not the things they said I was. Okay, in their eyes I am. But I'm not. And that's okay that they have that opinion of me. But what I wanted to do was write a letter to these people and just say, like, I'm sorry that what happened. And if it could have been dealt with in a different way, or if it could have been different circumstances, maybe things would have turned out differently. However, I appreciate that you were doing your best at the time. That's all we can ask for, isn't it? Truly. I said to these people, I appreciate what you were trying to do for me at the time. But you know what? No one could have helped me at that time. No one. I was on a one-way path to destruction. But they were some of the people that I wanted to just reach out to and say, I'm sorry that you got hurt. I'm sorry that things ended the way they did. And I acknowledge your pain, and I acknowledge your suffering, and I wish you all the best. No regrets here. Yeah, I felt guilty at the time. Yeah, I felt like shit. And I felt like there wasn't a way out either. But there is. There always is. So, my question is to you. Do you have any regrets? And if you do, are you going to do anything about it? Could be someone that you bullied in school when you were 15 and you're trying to find them just to say you're sorry. Even if they really don't give a shit now because they've moved on. But it's peace within yourself. And do you know what? Just moving on, going forward. It's inner peace we're looking for. And if you can go to bed every night when you rest your head on that pillow, knowing you've done the best that you can do, that's a win. Anyway, there's my words of wisdom for today. Whether they're words of wisdom for you or not, I don't know. Be sure to let me know. Anyway, please, if it was useful, click the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you later. Have a great day. Loads of love.